thank you so much for sharing your stories, like this one from Chris. My wife was a Republican by default. Her parents are Trumpanzees, so she always voted along those lines with her parents. Then she married me, and I tried to tell her about the Republicans, but she never paid any attention. 16 and 20, she voted red. Thanks to Meidas Touch and me constantly watching these videos in front of her, she finally hears and sees what the Orange Hitler is doing and saying, and she becomes appalled by his behavior, mostly because she didn't know, because she doesn't pay attention like I do. I finally got her to say she won't vote for Trump. Another win for Meidas Touch and Team Blue for democracy. Here's the next comment. My husband and I cannot discuss politics when Trump was president. He was a lifelong Republican and even argued with me that J6 was not an armed insurrection. Then he went to a business meeting several hours from our home on the first day the January 6th committee broadcasted their findings. He came home a changed man. Now, together, we watch the Meidas Touch Network every night together. What a relief.
Will you be endorsing your former president? You were on the ticket with him last time around.
And it should come as no surprise that I will not be endorsing Donald Trump this year. As I have watched his candidacy unfold, I've seen him walking away from our commitment to confronting the national debt. I've seen him starting to shy away from a commitment to the sanctity of human life. And this last week, his reversal on getting tough on China and supporting our administration's effort to force a sale of ByteDance TikTok.
Why do you think he did that? Why do you think he had that reversal on that before we go, sir?
Well, I can't speculate on it, but what I can tell you is that in each of these cases, Donald Trump is pursuing and articulating an agenda that is at odds with the conservative agenda that we governed on during our 4 years. And that's why I cannot, in good conscience, endorse Donald Trump in this campaign.
Trump's former vice president, just think about that. And as, some others have said, like Tim Miller, a former Republican, he said, people who are planning to vote for Trump next time, I have a question for you. Why do you think you know him better than his vice president, chief of staff, 2 defense secretaries, homeland security secretaries, 2 of them, national security advisors, 2 of them, communications director, 3 of them, and every single one of his lawyers? Take a look at some more stories. That one person writes, here's my story. I'm 43 years old, born and raised in Texas. I've always voted Republican due to my family's financial interest. I switched my affiliation this year to Democrats due to the blatant pro-Russian platform the Republicans have taken up. I'm college educated, and it's insulting how obvious Fox News and Republicans lie about almost everything. When I travel, I always have to disclose that I am against Trump and Republicans. It's embarrassing. No other county you would want to visit respects Trump, or country respects Trump and the Republicans. Literally none. A side note, our economy will take a large hit if the Republicans take over with their isolationist agendas. Not enough people understand how geopolitics, economics work. This isn't the 1800s when an isolationist agenda could be viable. Vote blue until they correct themselves. And that's all I've said all over and over again. I go, let's follow the facts. Lisa writes, my father was the political director at the RNC under Ronald Reagan. Well, now, of course, the RNC is run by Donald Trump's daughter-in-law, Lara Trump. Lisa goes on to say, he was very proud to be a Republican. I was too proud until Donald Trump was nominated. I was shocked by Trump's racist attitude, his misogyny, and his disregard for our laws. I was shocked that all the Republicans just accepted his terrible behavior. Only my Senator Mitt Romney stood up against him. Trump and his administration had a total lack of regard for diversity, equality, and inclusion. I am happy to report that all the women in my family and now my son and daughter who are just now old enough are voting blue, even my 88-year-old mother. Many Republicans have been telling me that my father would be turning in his grave over the change. I think my father would understand because he was always a proud American and he would not want democracy to die under Trump and the con man and not truly a conservative. And that's the thing. Donald Trump is not truly a conservative. He's not a conservative at all. And one of the things that we always say here at the Meidas Touch Network, is that we love our country. We love our Constitution. We love these enduring values here in the United States. We also know that we can make it better. We know that we can improve. We know that there are mistakes that are made, and we're not afraid to admit when mistakes are made and when things are wrong, and we want to try to fix them.